Hello everyone! This is the second video of my journey on the Trans-Euro-Trail Italian section number 8. If you didn't see the first part yet, you can watch it by clicking on the link on the top right corner of the screen. If you did, let's go and see what happens this time. The journey started from a base camp in Parco near the Lake Garda. After a quick fill up at the nearby gas station, we followed the track all the way to the east through wonderful valleys and the national park gravel roads. The first small roads led out of the village through an old industrial area. The remains of the former alu-metal industrial area just fascinating, perfect for urbex explorations. The Technofin Strutture Industrial Investments Company owns it, and it's pretty much abandoned. And it's fascinating. But anyway, just let's get out of here and ride the Trans-Euro Trail to the east from the Lake Garda. After a nice, calm South Austrian vibe tarmac ride, we arrived to the first attraction in the Monte Baldo area. This is the dam called Lago Prada Stua, or something like this. It's cool, but it's not really photo-friendly, so I decided to take a tiny detour on the road on the SP230. Awesome view of the small gorge, della dello Spioga. After a small gorge, let's go into the huge one. This fascinating road with the countless curves is a paradise for corner carvers. Also pretty scenic for video recordings and photos. Driving down into the valley, the track is actually a super narrow road between two solid rock walls. I wonder what happens if two cars or even two tractors meet each other from the opposite directions. Well, I will never know because I am riding motorbike. Anyway, nice little still life before climbing up the hills again to the Parco Naturale, Regionale, della Lessina. Oh, I just love these Italian names. The Trans-Euro Trail climbed up the hills yet another curvy roads. Following the track, we arrived quick to Vallena, a strange agricultural village. Although first looks like mostly abandoned, there are plenty nice agriturismo places. I picked some nice photos from the website. Well, I feel sorry not to spend there at least dinner or one night rest. Yeah, it looks like we are in someone's property. After the village, just a little more climb on the narrow tarmac and finally arrived to the first gravel section. And now, faster! Quick stop at the local touristic map. It was wonderful that we were the only souls around the area. I like it this way. Not far from here, there was Passo Fittanza della Sega. Nice bunks to grab some food. Provinciale 14. The gravel is really beginner friendly for adventure riders. Slopes and curves are smooth, the road is wide and plenty rooms to correct any errors. Also, the shepherd hounds are super friendly, and yeah, the cows, friendly cows everywhere.
Ciao.
No wonder this is a real cow recreation spa.
Hello.
If I will reincarnate into a cow, I definitely would love to spend my life around this cute little lake on the edge of the cliff. And if it's not enough, there is this toilet with vista.
So, this is a really nice place to shoot. Yeah, there is a tree as well. Poor tree.
A little more easy gravel ride and a little more climb. This way I arrived up to 1766 meter high Rifugio Prima Neve sul Monte Tomba. If you are lucky, the hilltop refuge is open and you can grab some delicious local food. I wasn't this lucky, but the view always there and it's awesome sauce. Alright, let's go back to the track. If I ride on a shared track, I always try to be friendly.
Boo.
Because if you are friendly,
Boo.
others are friendly to you too.
Ciao.
Maybe except this suspiciously looking cow.
Good cow. Ciao.
And then we got back to the tarmac road.
Ecco la strada.
Well, two things happened on the tarmac. First, my 360 camera battery died, so no more cool visual footages of the track. Second, the trail led into a super steep and narrow gravel road where we followed the tractor, and it suddenly stopped for no reason. The emergency brake action led Chris into a special stopping process right into the bushes. After we picked up his bike, we continued the journey. He was a bit frightened, so we agreed to skip other gravel sections for today.
Okay.
There wasn't much left of the Trans-Euro Trail Italy Section 8, but we were hungry and tired, and still had to go back to the base camp. We decided to skip the end of the track this time, and come back here one day in the future to continue this awesome journey. Finally, we were back at the end of the day. We were super hungry for some yummy Italian food. And yes, unfortunately our favorite trattoria was closed today.
Mom.